Mtazamaji wa Times Majira TV, mfuko wa maendeleo ya jamii Tasaf pamoja na wadau wa maendeleo wamekutana kufanya mapitio ya kipindi cha pili cha awamu ya tatu ya Tasaf. Kikao hicho cha wiki mbili kimefunguliwa na mkurugenzi mtendaji wa Tasaf Ladislaus Mwamaga katika ukumbi wa mikutano ya Tasaf jijini Dar es Salaam.
Well, you talked something about the quality of public works projects.
I did not. I think the presentation indicated that the quality of the public works because of the ratio between the labour cost and capital cost.
Yes.
The presentation indicated that we are producing substandard public work. Okay.
I think the issue here is on a number of sub-projects which are at the present time requires a certain amount of materials, and when it comes to the requirements of the material, that's where the quality is getting compromised. Otherwise, when we are implementing the public works in the same way on the watershed management approach, the quality of the public works projects is just quite excellent. But when it comes to the requirement of the materials, building material, construction materials, that's where the quality might be in a way compromised. For example, if we head to the construction of path bridge and some of the wastewater weirs, wastewater conduits, that's where we need some materials, and that's where the quality might be compromised because of the availability of the building materials. But otherwise, in the construction, in the public works, the sub-projects which are implemented under the watershed management, they have good quality.
Naye mwenyekiti mwenza wa kikao hicho ambaye pia ni kiongozi wa shughuli za Tasaf katika Benki ya Dunia nchini Tanzania, Michelle Zini, alipongeza Tasaf kwa kazi nzuri ambayo imefanyika kupitia miradi ya ajira za muda, kujenga uchumi wa kaya na kukamilisha fedha. Amesema Benki ya Dunia pamoja na wadau wengine ambao wanachangia utekelezaji wa Tasaf wameridhishwa na utekelezaji wa kipindi cha pili cha awamu ya tatu na wanajivunia mafanikio ya walengwa ambao wamepiga hatua katika kujikwamua kiuchumi na kuwapatia watoto wao mahitaji yao ya msingi.
My main priority is to have a plan so that we can then work out the details in terms of implementation, in terms of financing, in terms of timing, in terms of paperwork, so that we don't have to stop payments again 2 years down the line or 3 years down the line, whenever the time may come. And again, I'm really grateful that all of you took this request that I made about a year ago at heart, and I'm really grateful that it seems that there's already a plan in the making, and that this week we will discuss more about what this plan may look like. I don't plan to come out with this mission with all the details worked out in terms of how many months more we need, or how many years more we need, or how do we need to revise exactly the indicators. But I do want to come out of this with a broad understanding of what needs to happen next. And then at the technical level, we will need to work out the details in terms of, we need to project out how many months or years we need to spend the money that we have left, or spend the money that we are left, plus any additional financing that we ask for. We need to work out what realistically we can implement, component by component, taking into account how much money it costs us to implement every component. And we need to come out of this with a plan of, okay, KSSN 2 will finish then, and we'll start working on a PSSN 3 or a Tasaf 4, as I said. By this time, we'll start thinking about it, we'll start requesting the funds, we'll start doing the due diligence around who can pay for this, who's willing to pay for this, what the next program is going to look like. I'm sure that the new administration may want to make some changes to PSSN depending on their own preferences. That's completely normal and legitimate. But just to say again, I'm extremely grateful that this has been moving so well in 2021. I'm really grateful that I understand that there is already a plan being discussed and that we can discuss more this week as well.
With regard to public works, we know all preparatory activities were done. 51 PAs that got prepared in PSSN 1 now have been, the sub-projects have been reviewed and have started implementing sub-projects. Batch 2 of PAAs, 72 PAAs, preparations have already started, and we do expect by end of June all of them will be completed, and we can start another batch of the remaining PAAs.
Mtazamaji wa Times Majira TV, Michelle amesema kwa niaba ya wadau wote wa maendeleo ambao wamekuwa wakichangia shughuli za Tasaf kwamba wameridhishwa na utekelezaji na wako tayari kuendelea kuchangia utekelezaji wa mpango huu wa Tasaf ili kuhakikisha kwamba walengwa wanapata ruzuku zao ipasavyo. Endelea kutufuatilia katika mitandao yetu ya kijamii ya Instagram, Facebook, Twitter kwa jina moja tu la Times Majira na YouTube ya Times Majira TV. Lakini pia kwenye website yetu ya www.timesmajira.co.tz. Mimi ni Jackie Maltin na nyuma kamera ni Prosper Rutaiga.